Good morning, my tribe. How are you? It has been a while, so thank you so much for coming in. Welcome to Brunch and BS on this lovely Sunday. I hope that everybody is having a great day. So let's say hi to someone who came in very early today, Mr. Eddie Lugo. Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, Eddie. Great that you came in and said hey. Appreciate you always. And Linda Toman, thank you for coming in, Linda. Listen, Linda, listen. Don't forget your hashtag. Double A, Aaron Smith, thank you for coming in. Good morning, Brunch Bunch Tribe. It's been a hot minute or two. It has been a month. It's been a month. First was San Diego, where I was actually under the weather at Comic-Con for the later part of it. So that was that week I missed. Then the following week, we were traveling to Michigan and scoping out a location for something that is occurring literally 1 year from now. What are you doing 1 year from today? Because I actually already have plans, and we're going to talk about those plans a little bit later. But that was going on. And then last week, I was unavailable because I was attending a conference attached to my job. So it was a professional conference, but yeah, it was a professional conference, but not one put on by my company. It was an external company. And it was really, really fascinating and a great chance to network with other people. And since I am a remote employee, it's always great to get to actually like shake people's hands and stuff like that. So it was fun. It was good. So anyway, yeah, my screen is acting weird today with my chair, so I'm not sure it's just gonna have to pester people, so I'm sorry. And also, if you'll notice, I've got literally my cruise hair don't care do going on today, because at 17 minutes past the hour, I had just finished putting something on other than a nightshirt, and to put something on my face, and literally did that in 5 minutes and then just wet down my bangs. So that was it. That was the get ready routine. I actually contemplated doing my makeup on the live, since I knew it was only going to take me 5 minutes, but then I opted against that because honestly, you guys watching me make faces while I try and put eyeliner on and mascara on, actually, that might be entertaining. We may try that on a future broadcast. Comment and let me know what you think about that. So Danny Dizzle, the Fizzler spectacular supporter, is here with yo. Good morning, Danny. Thank you so much for coming in. And Denise from Bone Tired Travelers, hearts to you, my friend. How are you? Eddie already said good morning, but thank you for saying good morning to the Tribers. And Shannon saying good morning. Hello, my travel partner, my partner in crime. How are you today? I know that you are running around doing errands this morning, so I appreciate you stopping in at all. I really do. So a yo, yo, yo from Eddie. You know, if you do that with a hashtag, Eddie, it'll actually do something over here. So excuse me just a second. I'm getting like a weird message from StreamYard, but that's okay. Controversial Cruising, Scott from Scottsdale saying, hello, Brunch and BS crew. Good morning, Scott. I know it's still early for you, so I know it's breakfast time. So it's breakfast in BS for you, not really brunch. Always love when folks are saying good morning to each other. So yes, Shannon, my computer thinks my chair is my hair. And I realized that I also wore a black and gray heathered shirt on a black and gray chair with my hair pulled back, and these 3 things are not working well together. Fortunately, I would never do this with my business background because my business background is all black, and with, like, a logo up in the corner, and, I never wear black for work because of that, because otherwise I disappear and I am the disembodied head floating around, which is never a good thing. So, this'll be entertaining. We will see. Everyone shouting out to each other, and here we go. Under the weather at Comic-Con. Yeah, I I actually have a number of chronic illnesses that I deal with, and one of them is chronic migraine. And when it hits, I get very nauseous. I have all kinds of side effects that go along with it, that people get with migraines, and it's unfortunate. It's just one of those things, and I've actually been a person who has migraines since the time I was a kid. I literally have memories of being in 4th grade in my bedroom with a migraine and not being able to describe the pain or what was going on really to my parents effectively. So, always had them. Somehow always will. I take preventive meds, but they don't always work. So yeah, I had a day where I was under the weather at Comic-Con. But that's okay. That's it. It was a fantastic trip, and Shannon was my hero during that day because I had access to a signature to get an autograph that day, and Shannon actually went in my place and collected the autograph for me. So now my collectible has the actress's autograph on it, which I really appreciate, and she was my Comic-Con hero that day. So she was my best hero that day. So here we go. I don't know. What am I doing a year from today? So that's Eddie says, hopefully he'll be waking up. Okay. So been a hot minute for or two for me because of work. Oh, the mill changed the earbud policy, so I can't lurk in the live and the level up at work. I understand, Aaron. Oh, okay. So new policy, that definitely changes things. So Danny said that she may go to Comic-Con in her state on Saturday. What city are they appearing at Comic-Con in? Because that is always a great time. So, definite, sweet. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. And Randy with Scrow's Nest. Morning, Jen 1N, and everyone else. Good morning, Randy. Thank you so much for being here. How are you today, my friend? So all kinds of, here is Eddie remembering that yo hashtag actually over here tells you that Brooklyn is in the house and reminds you to join Eddie at his YouTube site, because Eddie goes live every weekday morning early, and with Jeremy and Cheryl for their live as a group, which follows Chet and I Tuesday through Friday, and the Conscious Cruiser on Mondays. So they pop up at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Central. So yes, there we go. So Nightbot is definitely working and working its magic here. So here is Zach joining us. Happy Sunday to you too, sir. Appreciate you being here. And Angie with Whatever Floats Your Boat. Thank you for being here too. Appreciate you. Listen, Linda, says Zach. Another hashtag on this channel, by the way. So just if you want to have a hashtag heavy day, we can do that. I can accommodate. Love it. Danny giving a big shout out to Zach. I love that. Okay. I looks like I am not missing folks. I'm going to skip through some of the back and forth and just make sure. Holy cow, y'all are active today. Really? So, did I miss a question? Nope. Did not miss a question. We've just been back and forth, Linda, just hopping around. So, here we go. Our local Comic-Con is right now. Too soon for another one. I agree, Shannon. I have a number of friends who attend the local Chicago one, which is Fan Expo, and they had some really great people in lineup this weekend, and it looked like an awesome show. And the people I know who went, it was they look like they had a fabulous time and got autographs and photo ops and all kinds of interactions with folks who they wanted to connect with, and it was pretty cool. So, okay. Here we go. Thanks, Jen. Hi, everyone. You're always so welcoming. Yes, Shannon, we are a tribe. We are all together. So here we go. My fave. Here is her favorite. And it's not popping up for some reason. Try it again without the dash. Just the hashtag. Oh, you finally saw Alien Romulus this week. Funny thing, I've had an idea for a similar type of alien story. Difference is the kids are more criminally delinquent in my idea. I like that take on it. I like that. That sounds like it would be very entertaining. And Kathy from Travel Cake Trips joining us. Good morning, Kathy. Just finishing up church. Happy to make it to your live. Hope you had a wonderful service and enjoyed yourself. And she is saying hello to everyone in the chat. So let's say hi back. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Shannon got it. Hashtag three-way. When it comes to sex at my age, I like threesomes in case one of us dies. Oh my goodness. Okay, fabulous. Let's talk about what is on my mind because I titled this a brain dump. And this is quite literally a brain dump because it has been so long since I've gotten a chance to talk to all of you. So, what is on my mind heavily right now is Helping Hands for Cruising, HH4C. This is a charity that I believe most of you are already familiar with. If you are not, I encourage you to go to their website and check them out, and go to their YouTube channel and check them out and discover what the mission is. In a little, elevator pitch way, the mission is to take disadvantaged people, folks who otherwise would not have the opportunity to get away and to go on a trip like a cruise and all that that entails, the airfare, the hotel stay, the cruise itself, financially, because of their situation. And that can be physically, that can be financially disadvantaged, that can be any number of things. We also have focus on vets specifically and Gold Star families. So any type of first responder is also included in priority for that. So Danny did me a huge favor here and dropped the HH4C link, which goes ahead and their hashtag to drop the link to their website and to their YouTube channel. There are some great videos about the mission, about the people who have already been impacted. A lot of you are familiar with Kenny Oakes, the Ford man, and he was the first recipient on HH4C's cruises. And if you know Kenny, you know that cruising changed his life. It has altered how he sees his life, how he spends his time. He has been on other cruises as organizing a group cruise. There are there's other people who have been recipients, but a lot of folks in this community know Kenny. And he's actually scheduled to be on the next HH4C group cruise, which is the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise this November into December. And can't wait to actually get to meet Kenny in person. I feel like I know him after following his journey via YouTube for a couple of years now and getting to know him that way. And he is so open and so genuine that I feel like I know him. And I just want to give him a hug and make sure that he understands how much he has impacted other people. So, yeah, it's really, yes. So you can definitely donate directly to Helping Hands for Cruising. However, aside from a donation, I am actually asking for other types of help this week. So Aaron is reminding us that you can always support Helping Hands for Cruising via coffee. We have a year-round fundraiser that allows you to order your coffee and tea online and have it delivered right to the house, the way that many of us are already receiving our coffees and teas, and also some really nice snacks. But I digress. This is a fundraiser for HH4C. So if you order through this link to Giving Bean, it actually benefits Helping Hands for Cruising, and they get an automatic donation based on the amount of your order. And that is 25% of every order gets donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. So really, really great way to support us as well. So here we go. Let me make sure again that I'm not missing everyone. Yes, he has an infectious laugh. Kenny does. Totally. Kenny absolutely cracks me up. So the fact that Shannon is this, Shannon is coming on the Helping Hands for Cruising Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. She is my cabin mate. So we will be sharing our cabin space on this cruise. And it is her first cruise. So I can't wait to introduce her to cruising, especially with it being an HH4C cruise. The fact that you get to meet recipients, past and current, is an added bonus. It's an added piece that is not part of a regular cruise, obviously. It is special to an HH4C group cruise. And for those of you who don't cruise, we're going to offer you a way to have a piece of that feeling, of that element, at an in-person gathering on land. And I was talking about, I was talking about what am I doing a year from now today? And this is a perfect segue. A year from today, I am going to be in Port Huron, Michigan, which is in northern Michigan. How far north? It is literally across the river from Canada. If you are driving there, it is the last exit before the bridge to Canada. So it's north. Now, this is fabulous for our supporters and our board members who live in Canada and will hopefully allow them to be able to travel to the event much more easily. But it is called the Dockside Gathering because it is related to cruising and it will have some elements of cruising theme running throughout it. But it is happening on dry land in Port Huron, Michigan. Now, the dates are August 14th through 16th. Okay. 2026. So I will actually be unconscious and recovering from the HH4C Dockside Gathering 1 year from now. That's what I will be doing. I am already planning on that because this is going to be an amazing weekend filled with all kinds of activities. So I don't want to tell everything because we'd like for this to kind of slowly unfold over the next few months. But we will be adding a page to the Helping Hands for Cruising website specifically about the Dockside Gathering. Now, it is happening at the Blue Water Convention Center in Port Huron, which is attached to a DoubleTree hotel. And we have secured a block of rooms at that hotel for anyone who is interested in doing that. The other thing that we have done is that we examined an alternate location that is literally 2 miles from the convention center. So super close to the convention center, but is an alternative to the hotel because the Dockside Gathering is designed for anyone who wants to participate and anyone who wants to come. So if you want to come and do a couples getaway, just you and your significant other, great, fantastic, sounds like fun. If you want to bring your whole family and you have an RV, we have already checked out an RV park that is beautiful and has fantastic amenities, is impeccably maintained, and whose ownership is aligned with Helping Hands for Cruising and our mission, then we already have a spot for you. Likewise, at this RV park, they also have, I'm letting way more out of the bag than I thought I was going to, but it is a brain dump. Okay. So I hope you're enjoying it. And I hope this is like resonating with people. And if it is, please say something in the chat and let me know and all of that. Because I'm just so excited and I'm just bursting here. But in addition to RV hookups that they have at this park, they also have glamping facilities. Now, for those of you who don't know what glamping is, it is glamorous camping. So they have cabins, they have tents, but these are tents like you've never seen before. They are amazing. We'll be posting pictures. We'll be teasing with this throughout the next couple of months. This is awesome. So, they have these little A-frame homes that with the windows, it has lighting all around the triangular window that is outside. So at night, as you're laying in bed, you have the illuminated, the forest that's all behind there because it's all forest land. It is so beautiful. It is so amazing. I can't wait to start posting pictures and video. And it is really an exciting event. So the way that we are going to do this is that we are going to have tickets available to the various events. The ones that are specific to HH4C, like a welcoming on Friday night, like a gala on Saturday night. Is it a themed gala? Yes. What's the theme? I'm actually not going to spill something. So I'll actually keep my mouth shut on something, but it is not a formal gala. It is a themed gala. So we will be doing that. Again, it is Friday, August 14th through Sunday, August 16th, 2026. So next year. Now, Port Huron is a lovely, lovely town. We spent a long weekend there, enjoyed it so much. If you want to fly in, then you can fly into either Detroit or to Flint, Michigan. Either of those. Whatever is more reasonable for you. And we are looking into doing some group rates on ground transportation so we can help with that and it won't be a burden to people. So let me get caught up real quick because I have been just blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yes, Kenny has served the YouTube community as tech support as well. He absolutely has. He has been amazing from that regard. And Shannon, I don't know if she mentioned it, Linda, but the rock and roll cruise is November 29th through December 6th of this year. So we are just over 100 days away. Yep. And Bolo for other yummies for HH4C fundraisers. Absolutely. The other ones are not running right now. It is the Java fix that's currently running. So here we go. Let me get caught up. Awesome, Shannon. Yes, Aaron. You're not mistaken, there's something going on for HH4C this weekend, maybe, kind of, this upcoming weekend, that is. Yes. And Danny has answered correctly. There is a 24-hour cruiseathon that I will talk about in just a moment. I want to get through the comments that are specific to the dockside gathering first, which is our first ever land-based HH4C fundraiser. So the way that people are going to contribute to funds for this is, again, through a ticket system where there will be tickets available for the different HH4C events. We will also have package tickets available for events in and around Port Huron itself that are available. And we will have a specific family package that includes things like the Children's Museum. So that is all going to be available. And a portion of those proceeds will go to HH4C. We are also going to have fundraisers that run throughout the weekend that give people different ways to contribute. And we will have a silent auction actually at the event. So there are going to be all different ways where people can contribute. We are hoping to attract hundreds of people to this event. We're 200-300 people to this event. This is not going to be a small, intimate event. It's going to be intimate from the standpoint of everything with HH4C because it revolves around the recipients and it revolves around a community of people who all believe the same thing that this is genuinely important to give people an opportunity that they would otherwise never have. So, Aaron is 100% correct. Port Huron, Michigan is northeast of Detroit. So, as I said, you can actually fly into Detroit, is one of the options for flights. Kathy says, writing all the information down and listening. Great, fantastic. As I said, it will all be on the website. So great to mention the campsite, since a lot of people who hang in the cruise community also hang in the camping community of YouTube. You know what, Aaron? That is very, very intentional. That is not by accident that we check that out. And I have to thank my cohort in crime, Crystal from Destinations Delights, who is aware of that. And she was already aware of the campground. Excuse me. Her family has a connection to this facility before it was under the current ownership. So she knew of this facility, but she didn't know about the glamping side of it. She knew about the RV park and what they had to offer. But now that they have intertwined this glamping element and they have added all kinds of things in addition to standard facilities like fire pits, like a barbecue at each site. Some facilities like I've never seen before. I won't say anything more. We will tease you with pictures via social media as we go along and as we get the event posted on the HH4C website, which is in progress right now. So, thank you, Kathy, for reminding people to give a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. It does feed the YouTube algorithm, which also feeds my ego, let's be honest. So that is that. So, let me go ahead and let me show you all a picture from 10 years ago yesterday. This is my granddaughter, Audrey. And this was her when we were sitting at breakfast. So she was still in her jammies and had bedhead, don't care kind of thing. And she was about to turn 2. Fast forward, as life does, to yesterday. And there is Audrey and I out for lunch yesterday. So she is obviously now 10 years later about to turn 12 and going into 7th grade. So she is a young lady. I can't call her a kid anymore. She really isn't. She is a young lady. And she knows what she likes and she knows what she doesn't. And she is not afraid to say so. And I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that she has a voice. So I got a chance to see her this weekend, and that always makes me unbelievably happy. So I wanted to share that with you before I went on to talk about what's coming up this weekend. Already, a lot of you know what is coming up this weekend. So thank you so much. Yes, Linda, I go, oh, when I see her too. Back then and now, she has definitely owned our heart every moment. So she is definitely so cute, and thank you. It is a blessing. It is an absolute blessing. Speaking of blessings, awesome segue. let's talk about the blessing that is Helping Hands for Cruising and what it does for people in a way that is different than so many other organizations. So, this is so direct and so tangible and so genuine, um, that I absolutely love what this organization does. I love it so much that I became a board member. So, I'm not only the president, I'm also a member. I'm not the president, I'm a director. But anyway, so I am definitely part of the board. So, yeah, did I not mention that that's my granddaughter? Did I somehow, like, not mention that that Audrey is my granddaughter? Sorry if I didn't. I thought I did. Thank you, Shannon. This is, again, a brain dump. So we're not talking structure and script here. We're talking about a brain dump. So thank you for chiming in if I didn't. So Aaron says I did. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't miss that. So this weekend, we have the All Hands on Deck Cruiseathon. This is a special 24-hour marathon to raise emergency funds needed for Helping Hands for Cruising. And it is going to be running from this Friday, the 22nd of August at 10 p.m. Eastern until the same time, 10 p.m. Saturday, the 23rd of August. So 24 hours of programming that we're going to have. And we are going to be offering up different types of shows that have not shared with us before. So I know that both Denise, Bone Tired Traveler, and Linda Toman Creates are here today, and they will be presenting a session of bull crafting for us during the cruiseathon. So if you haven't joined them before, it is fabulous crafting. It is creative. It is phenomenal. And what they will be creating is actually going to be auctioned off at our silent auction in November. So you will have a chance to own a piece of handcrafted artistry from Denise and Linda, which is super exciting. So what Linda is chiming in with is you get your art supplies out and craft along with them. So it is creative, it is artsy, it is fantastic. So, and I will be very honest with Denise and Linda, it is really funny too. It is really entertaining. So I definitely love that. So Eddie says, can I have whatever you're drinking, Shannon? Oh, come on, Eddie. Oh, here we go. I must have missed it in the 2 seconds I switched off from my Bluetooth speaker. You might all be excited to know I was listening from the shower. Wink, wink, Shannon. Ooh, okay. Is that TMI or is that no, that's not. Get Naked with Shannon. Here we go. Let's listen in. Shannon, that could be a channel. That could be a channel. Just dark screen. And there we go. Here we go. Let's see. So again, yeah, Danny, it will be in many chats as you can on Saturday afternoon. We always appreciate you as a mod. And I know you'll be attending a Comic-Con, but Whatever you can do is fantastic. So Scott is somehow shocked and saying, wow, wow, wow. Eddie chiming in with oy vey. Here we go. And isn't it bullcrafting after dark? Or if you'd rather, BAD. Actually, no. They can make it bullcrafting after dark. Those ladies can do whatever they like. And if they would like to do bullcrafting after dark or BAD, as Aaron has dubbed it, then I am all for it. And I think that is a great idea. If they would like to do standard bullcrafting and just make their amazing stuff together and be entertaining and not be naughty, then they can absolutely be doing that too. They are actually coming on their regular time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. So they will be on just after lunchtime or noon Central Time. So they will be midday. It's funny. Okay, so Scott's cracking Danny up as usual. And no, Aaron, they are coming on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We are not a kids channel. We don't pay attention to the time of day, but it is 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Absolutely. And the schedule will be coming out shortly. We are still filling spots as we speak. And that is actually one of the pleas that I have for you. If you are a creator and you are able to offer an hour of your time or even 45 minutes of your time, because we do have video to fill time too of our recipients, of mission videos, all kinds of things that are phenomenal. But if you can host an hour during the cruiseathon and have not already reached out, I would ask that you do. We are especially having a challenge filling the late night hours overnight from Friday night into Saturday night or into Saturday morning. So if you can do something early on Saturday Eastern time, that would be fantastic. We would definitely welcome it and welcome the help. So I am putting out a plea for that. The other way that we are asking people to help is to share the information on social media. On the Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page, there is a post from me about the upcoming All Hands on Deck Cruiseathon. I have also shared it out on my personal page. I know some other people have posted it on their pages as well. So make sure that you go ahead and share the information on social media. And please share the information every day. The algorithm does not know who it is not consistent about who it shows information to. So something that you post on Monday, somebody else might not see that post until Thursday. Okay, that same post, or they may never see it. The likelihood of the same people seeing every single post every single day is low unless they already have you marked as a favorite, in which case they're already used to seeing all of your stuff. So it's not really a burden. So we want you to post about the All Hands on Deck Cruiseathon and get the word out there. The only way that this is going to be successful and that we are going to raise the funds that we need is for people to know about the event who are outside of our YouTube circle. And that's why posting on YouTube is one mechanism, but like Aaron brought up the point of a lot of folks who are in the camping community and the RV community. I'm not personally really connected to that community, but a lot of y'all are. So if you can get the word out about the cruiseathon, that would help immensely. So make sure that you pick up one of those posts and that you go ahead and share it out. And it does help if you share it with your own thoughts of why you think this is important or why you think this is a worthy cause. Or for those of you who are friends with him, tag Kenny. Let's pester him a little bit. That's he always loves the attention. And also, when you donate, if you can donate, please remember company matching. A lot of organizations offer company matching, and that is a great way to go. Now, Danny, I will not forget to send you the schedule as it is being filled. I will actually send you a version of that. And Linda, remembering that, listen, Linda, is a link here on my channel. So it will remind you to join Linda if you are not already following her for bullcrafting and other fun. Make sure to follow her on Linda Toman Creates. Shannon asks, do you want me to host 30 minutes from the shower? Don't tempt me. Because the answer is yes. So Danny's laughing. I'm saying yes. I would take that as a show. I love it. And Danny's laughing. LOL, hashtag tag Kenny. I love it. We are already going to have some channels joining us who have not joined us for previous marathons, either cruiseathons or Dreams in Motion. So we will have some new channels joining us, which is always exciting to see what they're bringing and what their audience brings to the channels. And yes, absolutely, Danny. I did not mention, but saw on social media that we'd like to send prayers out to Plump Travels and his family. Ananda passed away this morning, or actually, I believe it was last night. But Ananda just passed away after a long battle. And as a community, we always come together and certainly support each other. So definitely prayers out to their family. Now, Aaron asks a question. Jimmy is planning to play music during his time. Okay. Now, Jimmy is going to adjust a little bit of what he is doing. We're going to get him to do a couple of things, I think. Surprise, Jimmy! Because I know that Scott from Controversial Cruising is joining him in his time slot at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So Scott will be joining him for that. What I would love for Jimmy to do for one of our earlier morning hours is to do something with Uncle Scugga Radio and play some of his original music, because that way we're not handicapped by copyright by anyone, since it's all original tunes on Uncle Scugga Radio. So I'd love for Jimmy to be able to do that, and I just haven't asked him yet. So absolutely, Larry is definitely a friend of HH4C. They are phenomenal people who have contributed a lot to this community, and I know Ananda's loss is going to be felt by a lot of people. She was a beautiful person. I'm sorry that I never got to meet her in person, but like a lot of you. I've not gotten a chance to meet you in person, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel like have a connection there. Um, so yeah, huge loss for their family, and I'm I I'm just hoping that their memories um are a blessing right now, because that's all someone can hope for, really. That really is. So, um sorry. That's not exactly where I was going, but definitely glad that we talked about it, and definitely glad that we addressed it. So Danny never got to meet her either, but yeah, she would come on lives, join in, and like I said, you get to know people just through their interaction and through what you see of them, what they show of themselves. And she was someone who was always very genuine, and I felt like that's how you got to know her. So, yep. I appreciate you sharing the cruiseathon on your Facebook page, and you tagged Kenny. Yes, score. Fantastic. I'm going to have to warn Kenny that he's about to be tagged all over the place. Nah, let him be surprised. It's a nice surprise, he's always great about that stuff. So, and he is a huge supporter of HH4C, and that is too funny, Danny. You are a riot. So, Chef Todd will join me for a segment during the cruiseathon where he will be cooking again. And I don't know what time we'll be coming on yet, because quite honestly, I am giving other people kind of first pick of times, and we will choose kind of whatever slot is available and convenient, and hopefully that he can stay awake for. But uh, anything that you can also do as far as just reaching out, sharing it out on your social media, is super helpful, is always expands the reach. And that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do for the cruiseathon, for raising funds. But it's also, I'll be quite honest, a mission statement, or a goal of, not a mission statement, a goal of HH4C is to expand our reach outside of the cruising community. So as again, Aaron mentioned, there is that overlap with the camping community, but I'd like to make sure that more of the camping and more of the RV community is participating and knows about the event. We're attempting to get some RV channels to join us for the cruiseathon, and hopefully that'll be a thing. But it really is, yeah, Scott, helping hands for cruising, making your dreams a reality. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I do appreciate you sharing it out. I appreciate you spreading the word. Ross coming in with a grumble. And Nightbot reminding you to, again, with the coffee, to always order your coffee through Giving Bean. And there we go. So I just finished that video. I love it. I keep forgetting Scott is here. How can you? How can you? Oh my gosh. Paul, Mr. PSV Odyssey saying, howdy, howdy, howdy. How are you, Paul? So great for you to join us. I appreciate it. And Shannon, I did not know that Nick's mom is very involved in the RV community. We should ask her if she'll share, because we definitely want their group to be joining us in Cruiseathon and just awareness of the events. Because as I said, a big part of this crossover and a big part of what we want to bring to next year's Dockside Gathering is the RV community. So whether you are, an RV enthusiast, or you've never tried glamping and that's something you'd like to try out, either staying in a trailer on their site, like an old Airstream trailer, or staying in a beautiful little A-frame that's cozy for a couple, or that you're actually traveling with a family and want to go into a larger space, like one of the cottages or one of the cabins, which have bunk beds for the kids, a master bedroom, a private, beautiful full bath, all kinds of accommodations. It's really fantastic. So let me see who else I am missing here. So Danny's complaining that Scott's being quiet here, but here's Scott reminding everyone that the Facebook blog group Level Up Daily is on Facebook. So make sure you join us on Facebook with our active chat. And Paul, how's Ms. Meg and you doing? Says Danny. We all want to know. So here we go. Senior Ross and Senior Paul. Okay, the Motivation Tribe Jam playlist on Spotify you just finished. Got it. Here we go. Here is the Motivation Tribe Jam playlist. This is a playlist that I created after one of our Level Up Live conversations where we were talking about motivational music. So this is music that is recommended by all of you. So if you have a song that you are interested in contributing, just drop me a note on Messenger and I'm more than happy to add to it. I appreciate it so much. And it is fun to share the music. Tiffany from Canadian Family Life is here. Hey, Tiffany, great that you are dropping in. Appreciate you. And yes, thoughts are going out to Larry and his family over at Plump Travels. So Eddie is shouting out to everyone. Appreciate that. I appreciate all of the shout outs. And we've also got Travel with Josie Ann coming in. Good morning, Josie Ann. Appreciate you. I am actually getting ready to wrap things up, but sorry, dozing work weekend. I understand, Denise. I totally get that. So glad that you are good. I'm glad that she is getting to nap before you get a snack and an adult rated beverage. I am looking forward to a nap this afternoon as well. So I'm glad that Ms. Meg is getting hers. So Linda's whispering hi to Denise because she is trying to get some rest. So Scott is reminding you to join me every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 Eastern for your weekly dose of Level Up Live. I appreciate it so much. Here's this. Don't be afraid. Yes, absolutely, Aaron. Don't be afraid of going outside the box on this. There was one channel from Beyond the Travel Community that V and Michael Ann got to do an hour on Saturday afternoon during the last marathon. I am aware, and we are definitely doing that. I am actually skipping the Yiddish word of the week, Linda. I apologize for disappointing you. You know what? Hold on a minute. 1 minute. Hate doing this on air because I'm so pokey and so slow. But we have a Yiddish word of the week. Schlepp. Schlepp is to carry or travel with difficulty, as in we schlepped here all the way from Chicago. So coming in just under the wire. Thank you for reminding me, Linda. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all the shout outs, all of the hellos back and forth. Enjoy your afternoon, everyone. Kathy says, absolutely stay safe, whatever you choose to do. Appreciate all of you and everything that you are doing for the channel and everything that you are doing to contribute to next week's cruiseathon. Thank you all so much. I don't think Denise is about to go schlep. I think she's about to go sleepy. So good night, Denise. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Love to all. Bye.